How's it going? Oh, look, there's a couple of eager beavers in here already.
How is that possible, though? I don't understand how that's possible.
I just tweeted it, so they probably came from Twitter.
Oh, you tweeted it? Was secret? Is that what you were
doing
down
that's
there?
What I was doing,
that's
yeah.
what you're fiddling with.
Thought I was fiddling with someone else, but no, I was
fiddling on the roof.
tweeting.
He's off it right now.
But hey, everyone, thanks for tuning in right now. This is the Pigcast podcast live with Henry Hotspur. He's actually had a couple of Holston pills, so, 2 beers in. And he's already sort of like a drunk teenager,
This is an interesting beer, okay? Because this is a lager.
Oh, here we go.
It's not a bitter, it's not an ale. It's a lager. It's not one of their mainstream ones, is it? It's not kind of your Stella, your Bud.
It's a Pilsner.
Is it? It's it's not honest. It's a Holston Pils. What do people know about that? Do you know where it's from? I'm
going to have a guess and say, I don't know, I'm going to say Netherlands, mate. Is it?
I think it is. I know this.
I don't know.
I do know this, but obviously it's brewed in the UK, isn't it? Of course it is.
Of course it is.
But
I've got a Newcastle Brown Ale myself.
But it tastes all right. It's 5% as well. Did you notice back in the day, a lot of the beer companies, for whatever reason, lowered the percentages below 5%. Stella used to be 5.2 or something, didn't it? Or 5.
Is that not 5% anymore?
No, it's 4.8.
Hang on, wasn't that always 4.8?
4.8 now. No, it wasn't always 4.8. Used to be more. It
got a bit of a bad rep, didn't it, for like people battering their wives up and stuff drinking it. So maybe they decreased the strength.
Is that why they lowered it?
Possibly.
Well, Kronenberg's still 5.
They used to call it wife beater.
Budweiser used to be 5, it's gone down to 4.8, I think.
Anyway, let's talk about my drink here, mate. We've covered the Holston, yeah? I'm drinking Newcastle Brown out of a can. So I've gone for the full-on, might almost be as bad as drinking Special Brew tramp drink. That's what I've gone for.
What is it, the same sort of percentages?
Let's have a look at the percentage, mate. I've just drunk a bottle of this as well, so, some bottles, some cans. It's 4.7%. That's respectable, mate. That's a respectable beverage,
What do you mean respectable? Why are you talking about respectable in terms of drinking
Everybody knows the stronger the beer you drink.
There's no such thing as a respectable alcohol. It's like people drink what they want to drink.
No. You can't be drinking
do you feel like some sort of pussy because you...
That's right. You can't be drinking no lager shandy, mate. It's got to be at least a 4% beer. Come on, 3.8? Who's drinking that shite?
Carlsberg.
Carlsberg, I love it. It's tasty, but that's all it is. It might as well be a fucking lemonade.
Or something. What's that red verse?
Probably the best lager in the world.
Yeah, but obviously not, because the percentage ain't high enough. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying, bang for buck wise, I like a stronger beer. My personal favourite beer when I go to a pub, I always order a Stella Artois. I don't know if that makes me a commoner, but that's what I like.
Yeah, but Stella
I like to drink my Stella. I like to drink 10 of them. I like to go home and beat the missus.
Did you know I bought 18 Stellas, right? Cans, 440ml ones, right? 18. Guess how much they were?
£12.
Less.
That's a pretty good deal already.
Yeah.
9.
More.
Okay, so somewhere around the 10.
10, right?
Fair play.
Tenner for 18 cans of Stella Artois, 440ml each. That is good going.
That's not bad, is it,
These
mate?
Holston Pills, where's the other ones, mate? Where's my other one? I've got 4 of these tonight, £4. Tesco. Tesco charge more for alcohol. Go to Asda for your booze.
What about bargain booze?
What do you mean
the chain, bargain booze.
That?
Surely the name suggests it all.
I don't
bargain
have a bargain booze in my area because I live in more of an uptown sort of area than you do.
Oh yeah, shopping at Asda and the like.
I have to drive proper far out for that.
Right, whoever's joined us right now, that's a random intro to this video. We're just having a couple of beers, as you can see. Do us a favour, chuck a like on this video if you're here.
Donations on beers, because everybody keeps saying, have a couple of beers on us. Well,
that's
here
right.
we go. These are
that's what we're doing.
Our choice drinks this evening. Please let us know your recommendations for future drinking sessions.
What's your favourite beer, mate? Forget this Holston, forget this Newcastle Brown. I'm enjoying this, but it's nowhere near up there with my favourite beverage. Alcoholic, beer-wise. What's yours?
My favourite beer?
Yeah.
That's a very difficult one. I don't really
Well, let's say you're on death row and somebody said you're having your final meal and you can have a final beer. What's the final beer that you're having? Oh, I've stumped him. I've stumped him.
I don't know.
Oh,
that's
come
on. All
right, I've got a gun to your head. I'm going to shoot you. Your brains are going all over the wall. What are you drinking
I'd
before that happens?
Kronenberg.
A Kronenberg?
Yeah.
That's a poor choice, I reckon.
Is it really?
I think that's a poor choice. Don't get me wrong, it's okay. But I think that's a poor choice.
No, but let me backtrack. Obviously, I go for some sort of luxury beer. I tell you what, I'd tell that cunt that was trying to get me killed, right? I'd say, let me Google it. Google the most expensive beer in the world or whatever, and then I'd have one of them just to be like, fuck you, yeah, you pay for that, you
give me that gold flake beer.
Bastards, do you know what I mean? You're gonna kill me, you're gonna watch it on TV, make some sort of entertainment show out of that shit.
Unfortunately,
at least I'm gonna drink my $1 million beer.
Unfortunately for you, mate, I think it's just going to be simple request rejected on that one, mate. You're an inmate, you're going down electric chair, you ain't drinking no £1 million beer.
I'll have my Holston pills then. Yeah. Simple.
I don't know what I'd go for. I think maybe I would actually go for a Stella. Or maybe a Hogard.
Well, I'm not being funny because I've finished this and we're talking about it and I'm thirsty and I want another one and I know I've got another one. Where is it?
It's downstairs, mate. You should go and get it.
I'm going to go get it.
You've left it down there just as you left it on the table earlier.
Can I leave you on your show on your own?
I think I should just about be able to handle it, mate.
these days? Because I'm always involved. I mean, I don't know.
That's why maybe I can't handle it.
You've quite got the kahunas anymore.
I don't think I do, mate. Don't take your time, please, mate.
See what you think.
Hurry back. Right, yeah, so thanks for joining us, everyone. This is the Pig here. Henry's actually left now, hopefully. No, he's coming back in a minute. But we are going to be talking about football shortly. You know, we've had a bit of banter here. It's just we've had a couple of beers. Henry more than me, obviously. You can probably tell that. But we are going to be talking about the football and what's been going on tonight in the Champions League. So, I mean, I'll just kick it off because Liverpool have absolutely battered Spartak Moscow tonight. 7-0. 7-0 at Anfield they've done them. They scored 7 freaking goals. Last I saw, Felipe Coutinho has got himself a hat-trick. I think he may have added to that. No, he didn't. And Salah scoring again at the end of the game. What is it with that guy? He just keeps on scoring. Salah has probably been, in my eyes, the player of the season so far. You know, he just keeps on doing it. I think he's scored something like 17 goals in like 23 games or something so far. And he's not even an out-and-out striker, is he? It's unreal. So, unfortunately for me, you're dribbling it all over the place, mate. What are you doing? Right. There's actually a dribble there, mate. What are you going to do about it?
Nothing, mate.
Use your sock.
Mate, we're going on.
Use your sock.
Nah, mate.
Use your sock, mate.
I ain't belittling myself on live stream.
You are, mate. You've just belittled my floor, mate. Use your sock.
Sorry, mate.
Use your sock.
There's already a stain
there. There's a dribble there, mate. It's a fucking dribble. Come on, a man would just absorb that up with his St. Patrick's Day socks. What are they, mate? What the fuck are they? Show the camera, mate. Show the camera.
Well, you
see, he's embarrassed with the socks now. That's
show him my socks.
We're not doing that. You're going to put your foot in the air, mate.
Who cares about socks? Socks are just socks, aren't they? You know, nobody looks at them. It's not like I'm wearing ISIS socks, is it?
It might as well be. He's got some sort of green atrocity on his feet here, you know? It's not cool, but yeah, come on, mate. Were you born in a fucking sty, mate? You just dribble on the floor. Don't even make an attempt to clean it up.
I was going to say something, but I forgot. I'm back to it. Salah, right? You're talking about Salah. It's like Allah with an S, and an E is that good. You know, I'm sorry. You know, that is true, isn't it?
Yeah, you're calling him God, Ben, basically.
Well,
the Muslim God.
You know, you go on bbc.co.uk/sport/football right now, and you see Allah with an S. In a picture, mouth open, he's loving it. He scored, I think one of the later goals.
Oh no, sorry, he didn't score the hat-trick. Yeah, he scored the last goal. He scored the last goal in the 86th minute.
I mean, does it, you know, as a United fan, is that why you can't even say what's happened this evening with Liverpool? Because they've absolutely smashed. They've got 23 goals, right? 23 goals in their group stages.
Yeah.
6 games. What is 23 divided by 6?
3.8.
That's pretty good going, isn't it?
Pretty good going.
If that is the case, 3.8, 3.8 goals a fucking game. That's good going.
Somebody can do the math there and tell us. But no, actually, I was talking about Liverpool battering Spartak just as you were coming up the stairs there, mate. So you misheard me there, man. You saying I'm painting over. I'm not. I'm giving them the props, unfortunately, that they deserve. Tottenham, you beat the Cypriots tonight, didn't you?
Yeah.
Apple and Nicosia 3-0, fair play to you.
We played a shit
topped
team.
Your group. Well, guess what? United topped our group last night as well, beating CSKA in Moscow. Lukaku and Rashford popping up there. Get in there.
George and Kudo scored tonight. Llorente scored the first goal. You know,
and Son as well.
Son always scores.
Son always scores.
He always scores. Son is my son, right? He's not. I'm not old enough.
The sun always shines on you.
But Llorente to get a goal, it was needed.
Yeah, he's been having a mare.
You know, we played a completely weakened team. It was a proper team. We still dicked them 3-0. You know, there's no problem with Tottenham at the moment. People keep saying, oh, you're having a dip. You know, we lost a couple of games. Yes, we've fallen behind points-wise. But for the first time, we are tackling Champions League football and Premier League football.
That's not the first time. What about the Harry days, mate? The Harry days.
Yes, but I mean, yeah, but we just didn't really...
No, you look good then. You had Gareth Bale, beat Inter. Come on.
Yes, but it was different. It was different.
Not as good a side now, yeah.
Now we are.
I think it was different.
Real Madrid.
I think, but I think it was different at the time because Harry Redknapp had Spurs higher in the Premier League. Because they're like sick for something. You haven't had a dip.
We've had a dip. We've had a shit
chasm, mate.
And we'll come back. I'm telling you. Please tell me. I'd love you to comment if there's some Spurs fans out there that just follow this channel just for the Yid brethren there. That's what I hope for.
Yeah, get your comments in for Henry here if you're a Spurs fan. I doubt we've got many Spurs fans watching. I mean, maybe. Let's just... hang on. We've got a couple of comments here. Hostess order says, true neck beard. Henry's had a shave. You're obviously talking about me. I know, I look like some sort of shoe bomber or something right now.
I've got clean shaven purposely this evening. I walked here, right? It's a 50-minute walk according to Google Maps. I walked here tonight.
Nice.
You know, on the beers, didn't drive. I'm good like that. Right?
He likes to exercise while he drinks.
And I shaved this evening purposely because I thought I knew that we'd be doing the pig show tonight, the Pigcast. So I have shaved for you. Have you shaved for them? You haven't.
I have trimmed it up a little bit, actually, you know, but that's the thing, I'm going for the Amish look, you know what I mean? I'm going for the butter churning, candle making look. And I think it's working pretty well at the moment,
I'm going to repeat a comment that a lot of people have commented. What's happened to the hat?
The hat?
That is, I've read that many a time.
You know, I rock the hat out sometimes, mate.
Where's the hat?
I rock the hat out sometimes.
Can we get the
you
hat
know what's
out
annoying
tonight?
about the hat? No, we're not getting the hat out tonight.
Why not?
Because I'm hot right now.
This is special right now.
You know
this
what?
needs to be... We
No,
need
hold
to
on.
edit this
Hold on.
section because we're talking about the hat.
Hold on.
You know, it's
the
important.
reason the hat is not actually as prevalent as it used to be is simply because it's hot, mate. You know, I sweat in the
December.
Hat. I'm hot right now, yeah.
Cold.
I've got the heating on, mate. It's warm in the house. I'm not going to sit here like I'm ready to go out and do an Arctic expedition, or if that's an expedition.
That's sort of what I'm into, though.
You know, it's sort of what you're into, but no. So the hat will make a reappearance. Don't worry about that. But yeah, no. One question I'd like to talk about that people often say, and I wonder if you've made an effort to do that tonight, but the Kim Jong-un thing, let's just put an end to that. Let's stop calling Henry Kim Jong-un because I think he's starting feelings a little bit.
Let's go back to the hat, actually.
No, let's not go back to the hat.
Because I haven't finished with the hat. I haven't finished. Where is the hat?
I don't actually know,
I want to
mate.
know the location.
Do you know what? I don't know where the hat is. That's the problem. The hat is somewhere.
You're joking. You've lost the hat.
The hat is AWOL,
You're still
mate.
doing this show without the hat. That is
AWOL.
unacceptable.
The hat is AWOL. But yeah, I mean, the hat hasn't actually been a regular thing since about the 5,000 subscriber mark.
Yeah, but there is many people out there asking for the hat.
And do you know why it was such a fixture at the start there? Simply because it was freaking cold at the time, so I was rocking the
because you couldn't have heating at
the
time?
That's right. You couldn't have heating at the time, mate. What are you trying to say?
Sorry, mate. I didn't realise times are tough, mate.
Extenuating circumstances, my friends.
Okay, fair enough then.
No, fair enough. But...
So we can't get the hat out tonight.
Oh, we're not getting the hat out tonight, mate. I don't know where it is.
Donates gazillions.
If you
get the hat
donate a gazillion, but I don't even know if Rincon's in the house.
An hour to get the hat down. Would you be able to get it if, you know...
I don't know, mate. I think that would absolutely spoil this, quite frankly, random, as it already is, Pigcast, because am I just going to go topple off and look for a freaking hat, am I? We're supposed to be doing some broadcasting here, mate, you know, having a chat about the football. So far, what we've talked about is beers and fucking hats.
Okay, let's talk sport. I want to talk sport. Yeah,
I'm happy not talking sport, you know. I'm sure some people are happy listening to us talk absolute cod shit. But...
No, but they're the weirdos out there, innit?
Fact is, there's 30
they're the ones with
their
cocks in their hands. Do you know what I mean? You want to get rid of them. We want to talk sport and get
whatever floats your boat, lads. You know.
Oh, so he's up for it. Well, donate to him. I ain't taking money for that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but let's talk about some of the other results tonight. Man, City lost.
Yeah, for the first time.
City
in
lost.
Come 5
on,
years?
Get in there, Shakhtar Donetsk.
Yeah, fair play to Shakhtar. Definitely. City obviously still top the group, not a problem for them.
Yeah, that's
no
basically
problem
it, isn't
at
it?
all. They don't
There's
really
no pressure. They've just gone out there, and I didn't even see the
Man
team.
City's
actually,
first loss in 29 games sees Shakhtar
29
through.
games, and I think they won 13 in a row, didn't they? Or were in the Premier League.
To Guardiola though. The reason the Premier League is so brilliant at the moment is because you've got Guardiola versus Mourinho. Wherever them two managers go, you've just got the best league in the world. You really have. It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It is like an offensive philosophy versus versus a fortress philosophy, isn't it? It's very different.
Interesting way to put it.
You know, very much so. I don't like people saying Mourinho is a Park the Bus manager. He's very much the identity of like a citadel, isn't it? It's like archers on the towers. It is fucking Lord of the Rings with him, isn't it? It is. Do you know what I mean? Defend Helm's Deep.
Tactics. That's it. Tactics, right?
It's
No, he's a master tactician.
Guardiola is yeah.
Yeah. It's nice having the two best managers in the world in the Premier League, 100%, especially one managing Manchester United. Compared to some of the last couple we've had, he's a huge, huge improvement, isn't he?
Very much so.
Yeah, and then David Moyes is like the orc. You know, just
Gollum.
He's Gollum, my precious. My precious. Just fucking sitting there, you know, sending Louis Zaha on loan so he doesn't shake his daughter. All sorts of obscene. Fucking, what's the matter with that guy? Honestly. He just pops up again.
Moisey, you love Moisey.
He pops up again.
Premier League don't feel the same without Moisey. He's got to be
I know, Moisey's got to be at the table.
Team that's basically bottom of the table, and that's what he's into. That's what gets him off. He literally whacks off to 20th. A big 2-0 TH. He's got that as a poster. Do you know what I mean? He loves that.
No, seriously though, David Moyes, what an absolute funny one he is, isn't he? You know, what's he doing at the moment?
Well, he's trying to rescue West Ham.
That's it. West Ham,
yeah.
I've forgotten.
Come on, mate. How many Newcastle Browns you had?
I know, he's totally gone out of my head. I thought, hang on, is he at Sunderland? But no, he's not. That was last season and he got them relegated. The man is a machine at getting teams relegated, no doubt about it.
To be fair to Moisey, I do like what he said this season. I do think that he can save West Ham. Do you know who I do like is Stuart Pearce? I reckon Stuart Pearce, he's a passionate man, and you need people like that in football. That does a lot for a team.
100%, yeah, Stuart Pearce,
I feel like he'll give 100%. You know, I like Stuart Pearce a lot, and I think, with Moisey there, I'd like.
It's a huge gamble.
I want him to do well.
I
want him to do well because I feel like
it's the right club.
Time to come back.
The thing about West Ham United is it's the sort of club that if Moyes actually had the time to change the team up, he could potentially get them to that consistent top 7.
Someone just commented something and it was like Moisey this. Oh, here we go. Moyes to control Brexit negotiations. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know about that, mate. He's Scottish,
he's freaking Scottish, isn't he?
He's Scottish.
We don't want anything to do with him.
He's hanging out the back of Nicola Sturgeon in that one, isn't he?
Yeah, no, fair enough for the comment there, but that would be a calamitous decision. You can't even manage a freaking Asda supermarket that Henry shops in, let alone a football team, let alone Brexit negotiations. No, love you really, Moisey, for that absolutely torrid and catastrophic tenure that you had at Manchester United, you wanker. Alk Mammoth with a comment, he says, Corey Feldman's in the house. Wait, Corey Feldman?
Who's that? Who's that guy?
Do you not remember last time somebody said you look like Corey Feldman?
Mate. What, is it with the shaved look? Is that more Corey for you, is it?
I don't know, maybe it's just where the light's on your face, mate.
It might be. What, because he has like a shiny face? Anyway, let's get right off that subject. What, you mean Kim Jong works in Asda? Who said that? Oh, dear.
That was said by Sphinxu.
Sphinxu, have you got a big sphinx there?
Eric comments, hi Eric. He says, how did Liverpool score 7 goals?
Eric Dyer.
I guess they're just an absolute formidably good attacking side, aren't they? They attack.
They are very much
Spartak
so.
Moscow, they're shite, aren't they? Liverpool can attack. I'm surprised that they kept a clean sheet more than they scored 7 goals. Because they didn't concede tonight, which they usually do if they're bombing forward like they do. But they've got some amazing players in there. Felipe Coutinho is in that second tier of world-class players. You've got Salah, who's also proven to be one of the best players in the Premier League so far this season. Amongst some of the other great talents they've got, like Firmino and stuff like that, I don't rate a lot of their players as highly as, obviously, Kloppy does, or a lot of Liverpool fans do, but those 3 players, I think, are really top-draw players. So I think that's why they have a lot of success scoring goals, because they're very intelligent, very skillful, technically very good, and they've just got something about them. They've got a bit of buttocks about them, which is something that maybe the rest of the side lacks, and something that the Spurs fan, his team lacks a bit, I think, at the moment. Okay, you've got Harry Kane up there, you've got Dele Alli, they've got a bit of bollocks, but other than that, they're a bit shite, aren't they?
I just wanted to say, right, any comments that are popping up right now, please do write them on the on the YouTube comment section later on, because we miss so much. It really frustrates me. People are saying stuff. There might be like the girl of my dreams out there that is just, sorry, I'm married, I shouldn't be saying this. Too many Holston pills. But it could be that, couldn't it? And I could have missed it. I could have missed that boat. Sailed away.
Quite possibly, yeah. So we'll get your comments in. Henry likes to read them. And what I'm going to do is set it up so that the comments stick around in a little box on the screen next time anyway. So
yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It's like we're fishing, isn't it? And you got these comments floating around, and we missed it. It's horrible.
We do miss a lot of comments.
That we need to talk about. Back to Jurgen Klopp. Back to Liverpool. I think I have fallen for that. Talking about boats, that Klopp boat. I think he's a fantastic manager. He really is. He is something special. He is something different. He is something that we need in the Premier League. 100%. It wouldn't be the same without him.
Something special.
He is.
Come on, don't make me laugh.
He is a good manager.
He's special needs, maybe.
He's not special needs.
He's a freaking lunatic, mate. Listen to me now for a second.
Do you know anything about Jurgen Klopp?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's a German with glasses. That's two things I know about him, mate. Anyway, listen. Jurgen Klopp. No, hang on a second. I know what he did with Dortmund. Yeah, got to 3 finals and lost them all, mate. He was a nobody.
He was sort of a nobody, right? And I heard this on TalkSport today. It was interesting, right? And he was special in this. Like they couldn't. The club he was at the time. Please let us know who it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. They couldn't find anyone. They couldn't find a proper manager at the time. And this guy wanted to do it, and it was basically Kloppy. It was basically just some normal sort of guy at the time. I don't know what football history he had before then, but he was kind of...
He's a defender, wasn't he? An average one at that.
He was never kind of like in the coaching scene, and then suddenly he just takes it on. His team go from strength to strength. It is a brilliant story. Failure mixed with passion. That's what Jurgen Klopp's about.
Well, you've just said it yourself. Failure. All that reached all those finals. He has had a lot of success to get some of those teams to Champions League finals and things like that. That's an achievement in itself. But you still lost the game that counts, right?
Do you not think hang on a second. Special? What? He's 7-0, Maribor, these other... he scores a shitload of goals. Shedload.
That he does. He brings attacking mentality and entertainment to Liverpool. If you're a Liverpool fan, you love Kloppy because he's always trying to win games in that offensive, attacking, entertaining way. 100%.
Just imagine Kloppy at United. Imagine it.
Yeah, I'm not imagining
Do you not think it'll be fantastic to watch, though? And that's what people want.
It might be.
Mourinho, United, yeah. I'm sorry, but sometimes it's a little bit like, well, they are just playing the game how it needs to be played, and that's why he's getting the results.
But guess what?
Well.
Guess what?
But do you know what? More than that sometimes.
So did Fergie. Fergie did that. Fergie's a winner, winning before anything else. If it takes the defensive mentality to win the game, then that's how we do it.
Would you say Mourinho is more defensive than Ferguson?
I probably would say yes, he is.
Why? Why not do it the Fergie way? Why does Mourinho not take the next step up to Fergie level? Because would you say Fergie is a better manager than Mourinho history-wise now?
It has to be. He's won double the trophies.
Okay, so why is Mourinho not doing it more the Fergie way?
I think maybe the game has come on a certain way since then. Yeah, it changes. Football constantly evolves. He's been successful with his brand of football, with his style, which is mixing it up, playing defensive sometimes, but we still rip teams open. How many 4-0s we had this season? He does what is required to win the game and win the game comfortably. Whether that's sitting back, playing on the counter, nicking a few goals like we did in the game the other day against... who did we play at the weekend, mate? Fucking hell, see, the beers have gone straight to my head. And it's finished 3-1. Who was it?
I don't know, mate. I wasn't even listening, mate. Shit. I was thinking about beers going to my head.
Fucking Arsenal! Arsenal, that's what we played, yeah.
I cannot believe
How can we not forget that?
Shit,
right, hang on. We lost we beat Arsenal 3-1, right?
Can we delete this?
We sat back, we defended, we hit them on the counter at times. We were attacking at times, but we generally played counter-attacking football. When Arsenal attacked, they got in behind. If not for David De Gea, who knows what could have happened. They had 33 shots on goal. We had 8 or something like that. So we've counter-attacked. We've done what was required to do the job. We've not gone there and done a Kloppy, thrown the freaking kitchen sink and everything else, and a freaking German and a G-string at the opposition. No, we have actually played it methodically. We've done what is required. We've still scored 3 goals, but yes, you could argue we were the most defensive team in that game, because that is what it actually requires at sometimes. Sometimes you're coming up against a silky, passing, attacking, scything side like Arsenal. You've got to play defensively and hit them on the counter, right? Which is something Fergie did. Yeah? Something you have to do. Kloppy very rarely does that. When's the last time you saw Kloppy do that? So attack, which is great. It's fantastic if you're a fan for scoring goals, but it's not great if you want to stop goals being conceded and actually win games and pick up those gritty points that you need and pick up those 1-0 nicked wins at the end of games and things like that. Kloppy is a good manager, yeah? He's an entertaining manager. But what has he done? He's taken Liverpool to pretty much where they've always been over the last few years. Kenny Dalglish, what was he doing? Brendan Rodgers came in, didn't improve the lot much. Yeah, they finished second one year. Big bollocks, who gives a shit? And then he's come in, and where are they? They're no better. They're no higher place than they were. They're no better. They're scoring goals. They're conceding goals. Liverpool shit, mate!
But you can't blame the managers.
I can't blame the managers. He's setting them up with their tactics.
United have got more money.
Oh, bollocks. That's what
mate. Fucks me off about you.
Liverpool have got shitloads of money. Liverpool's supposedly the biggest club in England.
Shut up for a second, right? This fucks me off about United fans, Chelsea fans,
everybody's got
City
money now.
Fans, okay?
Everybody's got money.
No, but listen,
it's the TV line.
Listen to me.
The TV fees.
Listen to me, right? Teams like City, teams like United, teams like Chelsea go out and buy these fuck-off players.
Hold on a second. Don't you pair us.
Right.
Put us in there with City and Chelsea. They're oil teams, mate. They're freaking Saudi Arabian freaking, Sultan freaking teams, mate. They're oil barons from freaking Russia. They're freaking oligarchs, mate. Okay. They are not a team United, that is founded on tradition and earned every single freaking trophy and every bit of prize money and every support around the globe.
Listen, I'm not talking about where the money comes from. What I'm talking about is who has got the fucking kahunas to actually spunk money, okay? And those are teams like United. United do spend money. You have got the bollocks to spunk money. Yeah. Have you not? Yeah. Yes, you have. So you are one of them teams. Right.
I don't think we're the same.
I can't even remember the point that I was trying to remember.
I'm offended by being.
Where was I going with this?
Where
was I going for this? Can you put me back in the
I don't know,
where
mate.
I was with this?
Alex Ferguson or something. You're on about City and Chelsea and United able to spend shit loads of money.
Yes. So I was talking about Kloppy, wasn't I? So what I'm saying.
But Liverpool spent a significant amount of money. They've got a global following.
They don't have depth. They don't have the depth of the squad. They don't have the money to make the depth.
They do
of that
have
squad.
the money.
They don't.
Everybody's got the money now.
They don't spend as much.
Everybody's got
like
the money.
Tottenham. Tottenham spend less. Tottenham's there. Liverpool's there. And then, you cunts are all kind of right up.
Do you know what's messed up about United? It is a special club, really. It's a very unusual club because, it was bought by the Glazers 10 years ago, however many years ago it was, with effectively loaned money, right? And it's that big of a club that they can go and they can spend £200 million in a couple of transfer windows and still pay off the interest on these ridiculous debts, 500 million in debt, and still manage to do that and actually make a huge commercial profit as well. That is quite unreal when you think about it. That's how much of a machine they are. So I hear it from that point of view, but I'm not being pinned in the same freaking piñata as a City or a Chelsea because they're new money teams, mate. They're teams that haven't earned shit. They've come in the last few years, they've had somebody in charge come and buy them who are billionaires, and
certainly Chelsea first.
They played fucking fantasy football.
Chelsea was the first wave of the alien attack, wasn't it, from a United standpoint? Okay, if you're a Manchester United fan, it's very, very early 2000s or late 90s, and you're thinking we're fucking kingpins, right?
Well, Arsenal were the first wave of attack, weren't they?
Okay, right.
When Wenger came in.
Yeah, but Arsenal wasn't petrol money, was it? It was different. Yeah, that's not the same. What I'm saying is like, let's start playing the Premier League like it's a game of risk.
Let's buy Notts County and just spend £1 billion and make them Premier League champions. That's what you're saying, yeah. And that's what they've done with Chelsea. They don't have the.
So Chelsea was the first wave of alien attack in that respect, and then it was City who done it, tenfold again. And now we find ourselves in a fantastic, fascinating Premier League, at the moment, and
it's like almost like Game of Thrones, mate. It's like the superpowers, isn't it? It's like you've got Manchester United as the king of the north or something.
So important. It's like City changed theirs a couple of seasons ago, didn't they, or a season ago, because they thought, it needs to be more Game of Thronesy.
That's what we just need to acquire players, and they do you know what's funny about City? They have actually done that almost to take players away from other teams. We'll just sign him, we'll just let him rot in the reserves, we'll just loan him out to Celtic or whoever. There's loads of occasions where that's happened. Roque Santa Cruz they just bought and it didn't happen for and never played. And then loads of players that they just brought in and had this merry-go-round of players coming in and going out, and also just keeping them there, just letting them stagnate and not improving and not doing anything. But yet always improving, always buying players. And they bought a few good players over the years, that have just stayed there, that have become staples, like Sergio Aguero, you know, bought in there. But he was just a potential another gamble player. If it didn't work out for him, they've got the money. They just ship him out or let him rot in the reserves and then go and sign another world-class striker. That's the sort of club we've got. It is a little bit piss poor when you're a United and you've worked all that time to build this global following, build that commercial enterprise, and build that history of winning trophies. And then you've just got somebody who can come in there with billions of pounds and just turn everything up on its head. I suppose it's good, you know, for the Premier League, good for competition, but at the same time, it sort of slaps tradition in the bollocks, doesn't it? Which pisses me off. That's right. Frickin' somebody should be playing some Battle of Britain music over that shit, because that was some Winston Churchill shit right there. Do you know what I mean?
Brilliant. Right, I just think this is getting too deep now, do you know what I mean? I just want to chill out. I'm just drinking the beers this evening. It's kind of like we're taking this to that level where I don't want to be. What I want to do is read some comments.
You want to read some comments, do you?
You read them, because I can't read them.
Right, I'll read some comments here. If you want to get some comments in, lads and lasses, now we're going to read some.
When are we going to do the corners? We need to do the corners.
We need to do that. I'm going to get it set up, mate. Right, like is a battle, love is a war. Deep name. Comments
that's the name, not the
like
the
is
comment.
a battle, love is a war.
Okay.
Comments with, would you take 100 million for Kane?
Oh, as what if I was like in charge of Spurs?
If you're
finances?
Daniel Levy, say.
100 million for Kane? No.
No. I don't think you should either. Maybe if somebody came in with like a
Definitely
140 mil offer. You know, Neymar went for 196 or something ridiculous. Kane is the best English
basically, the way that I look
at
at that question is exactly the same as I'd look at it if I was top of the fucking tree at Tottenham Hotspur, which I'd love to be. But if I was up there and this offer come along of 100 million for Kane, I would straight away say no. 100%. Because I'd want to see if that offer would go up. So, no to whoever put that comment out there. I'm saying no to your 100 million right now. Fuck you.
Alright, let's elaborate on that. I'll elaborate on it for him.
Do you understand that? That was
what's the magic
expressionism.
number?
I've no offence to that comment maker there, but that was what I meant.
What's the magic number, mate, to lure Kane away from Spurs? 150? 140? What is it? I think 140 mil you've got to snap off for any prick, really, don't you?
Yeah, mate,
Come on. And what about City having their bid rejected supposedly for Lionel Messi, mate? Do you hear about that? Apparently they put a £132 million bid in, and it was recently rejected by Barcelona for Lionel Messi. Pep trying to lure his prize goblin back to the club.
Prize goblin, 132.
132 mil.
Goblin with them stats. See what I mean?
He's definitely worth it. He'd be worth a lot more than that, wouldn't he?
But no, 150 grand, not 150 grand, 150 million pounds would be my buyout clause, I'd say. Okay. If I was in charge of Tottenham right now, I'd say that's the buyout clause
mil, yeah.
for Kane.
Because we can go out there and sign a couple of quality players.
Because that 150 sounds too attainable these days. People have got silly money out there, haven't they? Yeah. They have got silly money. The Spanish clubs, they spend shitloads
Paris Saint-Germain,
you know, it's obscene, isn't it? So, no, 200 million.
200 million, yeah.
Million and then buyout clause for Kane. That is the answer to that comment maker.
And then what they would do is they would go and buy 4 bang average players for £50 million each. Maybe try and get Eric Lamela back in the club. Do you know what I mean? re-sign these mugs. Who's those other mugs you signed when you got rid of Bale? Got that Bale money. That worked out well for you, didn't it? Should have just kept him. If you kept Gary B, where would you be now?
Ericsson was part of the Bale money.
Okay,
right?
he was the only good signing, mate. Who else was there?
Son.
Did you get him from that? Was he one of those players that came in that window?
Bale, wasn't he?
Was he one of those that came in during that window?
Off the Bale, so we saw Bale, we got some money, and then we bought
Who was that other absolute mug? Who was that mug? That skinny little mug? Come on, think.
Skinny mug.
Think.
What do you mean?
Skinny little mug. Who was it? Think he was well skillful.
John Bostock?
No, not John Bostock, mate. Not John Bostock. Oh, hang on. We've got some comments coming here. Some people. Kapue! You know, he's going. That's not who I would thought. No,
people are
Chadley, mate. I'm thinking about Nasser Chadley.
West Brom, isn't he?
He's shite.
He's West Brom's best player.
They spent all that money. All the Gareth Bale money went on those bang average players. You got Christian Eriksen out of it, who actually was the cheapest of the lot. I think you got him for like 12 million or something, really cheap. Unreal. But yeah, I mean, it didn't work out too well for you that time, getting rid of your star player and bringing in some bang average ones.
Basically, right, I'll say this too. I've heard this it wasn't me that come up with this, right? But we sold Elvis and we
Beatles.
tried to buy the Beatles, but we got the Monkeys. And there's some truth to that.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. No, I think you got Paul McCartney from the Beatles, and then Free of the Monkeys.
Free of the Monkeys. Well, hey for the Monkeys. That is a good song, though. You got to say that's a good tune.
It's a good tune, but it's not.
That's Christian Eriksen right there.
But it's not "We're Hey for the Monkeys." It's "We're Hey we're the Monkeys."
Yeah, well, whatever.
People say we monkey around.
Them monkeys, monkey around. Yeah, love them monkeys.
Roberto Soldado, he scored. What's going on there?
Roberto Soldado in the house?
No. Lord Soldado, that's who they're talking about.
Okay,
Did he ever score at Spurs? He was bang average.
He was bad at Spurs. He was bad. Yeah, he was bad.
They brought him in for those bullet headers, didn't they?
But do you know what? If it wasn't for Soldado, then Kane may never have got his proper chance, his opportunity. Soldado was so bad! Kane got involved.
That's basically what happened.
You've got to thank that. You've got to thank that.
That Spaniard.
That Spaniard right there.
Yeah, he was absolutely gash-tastic. Heiko Firestorm Tiger, nice name. Heiko comments and says, "Oh God, no more money increase in the Premier League. It's enough already and will drain other leagues and keep English players down." I sort of have to agree with you there, pal. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that it's got to this stage, that players are going for 150 million, 200 million. It's ridiculous, really. I mean, what's going on there? Not to mention the price increase that it puts on English players. You know, English players, they come at a premium in the Premier League because of the fact they're homegrown and this ridiculous transfer market.
You say it's ridiculous, but it's not. It's not at all.
It's not at all ridiculous.
I completely disagree.
196 million for Neymar's not ridiculous, no?
I completely disagree with you. It ain't ridiculous at all because the market is what it is. People will pay and people will sell at a price that they want to. That is human fucking nature. So all this, it's fucking, fucked up. It's not. It's not. It's human fucking nature.
How many beers have you had now, mate? How many beers have you had now?
That's my last one.
So that's 4 beers you've had.
I need a wee. I can say that on national TV.
He can, yeah.
That rhymed.
Oh, Heiko says, "I'm German and people like Bayern complain," and that's saying something. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, they've got to certainly use more homegrown players in order to be able to compete. But I think that actually does the German national side a lot better service than it does us English lot. Because we've got these crazy budgets, these huge TV deals, which gives us the transfer kitties to go out there and buy shitloads of players at a ridiculous premium, yeah? When other teams and other nations aren't able to do that. So what does it mean? It means that German players come through at a better rate because they're getting more game time. They're not able so much to go and buy Sergio Aguero or Neymar for 196 million. So it gives an opportunity to a German player, which means that their German national side benefits from it because they're actually playing at a good standard, a good level. Whereas it totally lets down the English game. I think that's the main problem behind England's failures in recent years, is because we just don't have enough players coming through the system, playing at the top level in the Premier League, and and learning and applying their trade. We just don't have it. We got some come through. Dele Alli breaking through there, Marcus Rashford recently. There's some players, but it's no way near the level it was 20 years ago, was it? We had all the top quality players played in the Premier League. Not only that, there were exports. There were players from England going to Barcelona. Gary Lineker, Mark Hughes, players like that. There were players playing abroad for huge clubs. Even, Paul Gascoigne going over playing for Lazio and shit like that. When does that ever happen? It doesn't happen anymore. These players don't get to ply their trade over there and learn different footballing culture and grow and improve as players. Maybe Gareth Bale in recent years. Yeah, fair enough. But he's Welsh. He's not English, is he? So, I think that's a huge problem for England, is just the fact that we buy so many of our players for ridiculous prices that it just stops the English players getting the chances. If you've got, obviously Neymar's not in the Premier League, but if you've got Neymar sat on the bench, or he's 196 million, he's had a few shit games in a row, you're going to play him the next game because he's 196 million and the board are going to be on your back. You've got to play him, you've got to live up to that price tag, right? You've got to give him the opportunities. You've got to get some of that money back, right? So it stops the opportunities coming through for the English players, which I think is just absolutely piss poor. Oh, Henry's back. He's emptied the bladder.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking absolute truths right now. You guys listening right now, I'm sure most of you agree with me, so... Oh, shit. We've had a pissed up accident, mate. We've had a pissed up accident.
Pissed up accident.
Well, you have.
So right, I'm not being.
You're pissed up,
right?
mate. Hang on, we've got a comment
not
for you
being
here,
funny.
actually.
No, but I got a comment for
4 beers, Shandy lightweight. That's what somebody's called you, mate. Because he's had 4 beers, and I don't know if you usually watch these Pigcast podcast episodes. I'm guessing you do if you're here right now. But how pissed up does he seem now?
I'm not pissed up at all.
Oh yeah,
what about, son?
You've lowered your decibels right down. I'm not pissed up at all. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play, but we know the truth.
Mate. Shut up on your Newcastle Brown. I've had a few beers. I'm sure you've had a few beers too, haven't you? Before.
See, people agree with me here. Heiko saying Passion Pig. Fingers 998 saying Flying Pig Truths. Yeah, that's right. You see? Fuck you. You know, these people agree with me. I'm talking sense.
Because it's all United shit, isn't it? That's why it's like that.
Beata Thompson, probably our favourite Icelandic in the house with a name like that.
I just wanted to
comments, Beavis is drunk, make sure he doesn't drive home.
I'm not driving. I already said earlier in the video I walked, yeah?
He's going to get aggressive in a minute. Now the 4th beer's kicking in.
Because I keep wanting to say something and I just can't say it because people keep interrupting me with your comments and you saying
Let's give
stuff.
you your platform. We've got your platform. Get on that soapbox.
I've forgotten what it is. That's the problem. What were we talking about? What were we talking about? What was it?
We were talking about football, mate, and the England national side and all sorts. We haven't even talked about the World Cup. About the World Cup draw, eh?
World Cup draw is very interesting.
Very interesting. England getting an excellent group there.
I know what I wanted to say. I know what I wanted to say. Okay, because it just amazes me. I have massive respect to these broadcasters out there. I'm going to talk about people like the BBC, like Talk Sport, anyone that's out there just broadcasting sport, because that's a passion for me. It is. I love that. I listen to Talk Sport every day. I listen to 5 Live where they've got a game on. I listen to, I've been loving the Ashes. You've been loving the Ashes?
I haven't been watching it, actually, mate.
Following it at all?
Following it at all, no.
You are a something or other. You're mundane with that, mate.
Mundane because I don't watch the Ashes. Surely if I watched the Ashes, that would make me mundane.
No,
do you know what I mean?
Not at all, mate.
Talking about one of the most mundane sports.
Talking about England versus Australia in, the best cricket.
In one of the only games that Australia can compete with England at.
I quite like it. I quite like it, but basically I've never really watched cricket, okay, but I hear it. And it intrigues me, it interests me, okay?
Yeah.
But are you telling me all these broadcasters go on stone sober, never have a drink, never do anything to lighten their mood? This is what I wanted to talk about, right? Or do they have colostomy bags or whatever it is?
Little hip flask on the go, shot of whiskey at half time.
Because how can they go off for a wee? If they need a wee. Oh, it's the breaks. They got ad breaks, innit? We need adverts.
Yeah,
Where's our advertisers?
I don't know, but I think we've established that you've got a very small bladder, mate. You've already had 2 pisses since we've done the video.
I've known that since I was like
42
minutes
long. 42 minutes long, you've had 2 pisses. What's going on there?
If I had 2.
You should see a doctor, mate.
Yeah, but since I was 14 years old, I knew I just like to have a wee when I drink.
To be fair, when you drink, as soon as you pop, you just can't stop, can you? It's like Pringles in that sense, You're just pissing every half an hour, mate.
It's kind of like that, yeah.
Oh, we've got Beata Thompson comments and says he's from the Faroe Islands, not Iceland. He says he loves watching you guys, meaning us. Thank you very much, Beata, you legend. From the Faroe Islands. What, are you a pharaoh?
I'm so sorry, these are the comments coming up.
Yeah, I've just put them on here now, mate, yeah.
Oh, so I can see exactly what's going on. Joe Hart kept his England spot. Let's talk about Joe Hart, actually. Kelvin Okora says, Joe Hart kept this England spot by playing in Serie A, even while Pep brought in Bravo, more English players like Wilshere and Walcott needs to do it. Okay, so I'm trying to distinguish what Kelvin Okora said there, but it's basically Joe Hart's shit, isn't it?
I think he's saying that we need to give more opportunities to English players like Wilshere and Walcott. Although I don't know if that's the case, but I think that's what he's saying there. No, I agree. I agree. We do need to do that as a nation. These club managers don't give a shit. Do you think Pep Guardiola gives a shit about giving game time to English players?
But basically,
don't give a fuck.
Basically, it isn't that sort of problem. That's a fucking Arsenal problem. It's Arsene Wenger, Wilshere and Walcott. It's like his cock-sucking boys or something, isn't it? It's like, he keeps them there for the bum time. It is like that, isn't it? It sickens me.
Oh,
he loaned one out to Bournemouth and he needed him back. He doesn't play him, but he's there for some reason, isn't it? It is fucking sickening. It is. Gooner cunts. Do you know what I mean? Definitely.
Oh dear. Right, next comment.
horrific.
Joshua Takax just tuned in and you're talking about piss. Legends. Thank you very much,
Does Henry
Joshua.
think Spurs will finish in the top 4 this season? Andrew Dobbins, I do believe that.
It's not going to happen, is it?
Yeah, I do believe that.
That's
Dobbins.
not happening.
I do.
Dobbins, my friend. Spurs are finishing 6th. You've heard it here first. Then they haven't got the bottle. Pochettino's bottled it.
Heiko form Storm Tigger. Always wait for the first. He says, always wait for the first piss of a drink a night, or of it. Yeah, it sets the pattern.
Always wait for it. So you basically hold it to your bursting. Is that what you're saying? So the first piss, don't let that piss out until you really absolutely need to go.
So what you're saying is you feel it coming, you wait 59 minutes, and then it comes, and then you know that you've got another 59 minutes after. But if you were just real desperate for it, went after 5 minutes, like then you're every 5 minutes fucked. That's bullshit. That is bullshit. Fuck off with that shit.
I'm not sure I agree with that either,
way.
my friend. But,
That
he
is
said
shit.
it's a life hack. I'll give that a go, Don't pop, because you won't be able to stop, is what he said. Maybe if you hold it longer, it stretches the bladder out, so for the next round of beer going in there, you're able to hold more. Maybe that's what he's saying.
Matthew Jones says, Pig, be watching you for years, mate.
Thank you very much, Matthew.
See,
Been
that,
doing this for
that
years,
worries
pal.
me. That worries me.
No, thank you very much, mate.
Because I ain't been watching you.
Grown a fair few subscribers in that time. Slow down a bit. Try and get the word out there, then, mate. If you were a supporter for mine for years, what are you doing?
Who are you?
Come on.
Why doesn't he know you if you've been there that long?
Oh dear. Kelvin Okoro says, I think English players needs to become more braver and take risks abroad. Where are you from, Kelvin, son? That's what I want to know. With a name like Okoro,
says
I'm going to say Ivory Coast.
LVG rants. Yeah, I remember those. That wasn't long
Those
ago,
classic
was
LVG rants, that's right. And those classic David Moyes rants, even before then. That's when I first started doing YouTube, when Moyesy was having a calamitous time. Oh, God. Tommy Cow, piss off, son, with those comments, as I've seen. You tosser, don't even read it, Henry. Don't do yourself a disservice there, mate. Barrett Tendu says, in the Champions League, I think it's fair to believe that Mourinho can do any team in a two-legged tie. I totally agree with you, because he is a tactical genius, and that's what I'm saying about Klopp. Can Klopp do anybody in a two-legged tie? No, he can't. He might win 7-0 one week. He'll probably lose 8-0 the next week. He's very, very inconsistent, and not to mention they do concede a lot, whereas Mourinho's side, we can go away, we can get the draw that we need, we can get the away goal we need, and then we can win at home. That's what we can do with Mourinho. He's very, very adept at winning games and winning ties and just winning cups. First season in charge at United, 3 trophies. 3 trophies from the Portuguese, you know what I mean? The Bobby G comments, Ginger Goblin rants were gold. They were the David Moyes rants. Now he's come out of his cave. He's back in the Premier League. He's holding his precious, and he is sat in the throne at West Ham at the moment. So I'm sure it's going to go downtown. Michael Van Gerwen, are you Dutch? I'm guessing so. He comments and says, I've been watching for about 2 years, but usually listen to the video after the live stream. Legend, thanks very much for the feedback there, mate, and thank you for keep tuning into these things. You read a couple of comments, mate. I'm having a bit of an episode here.
Well, I just think, I'm just surprised with the amount of comments. It's like, it's almost too much. I'm not ready for this. How many people are watching us right now? Have we made it or something?
No, we haven't made it, mate. There's a lot of comments coming through, though. Thank you, everybody, for getting involved.
It does feel like that. I mean, when TalkSport says, I'll call in and that, you're never going to get through, are you? But the guys that do get through, they always talk proper, don't they? It's like if we had a call in, you'd definitely get some absolute sort of like
some lunatics.
spinners out there, wouldn't you? Some proper weird people. But like when it's on the radio, it's always like, yeah, he sounds like a normal sort of guy.
Do they not pre-record them,
though?
I'm pretty sure they pre-record them.
But that pisses me off. What's that?
They pre-record them, mate.
That shit?
Yeah, they air them like a few minutes after, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think they do.
Adverts
I think
stuff.
they do, right? Something that absolutely mind-boggled me the other day. I was listening to it, and it was like kind of like the person that, they told him to turn down his radio, and he just listened to a sentence that Jason Cundy had said, like about a minute before or something, and then it got my brain going. It's like, right, so how's this working? So I'm actually listening to TalkSport, but it's actually recorded like a couple of minutes before, and then all this intonations of it. I was like, what the fuck?
They pre-record it, but they have to, because if somebody comes in and goes, yeah, I know what you're saying, Jason, but my problem with Manchester United is that go fuck yourself with a burnt steak. I think that they can't air that.
That's true.
We can air that. We can air that. We can air that, and that's exactly what we're going to do, lads and lasses. We're going to set up a phone the Pigcast, some sort of video. That's what we're going to do. Phone the pig and
I've got an
hotters.
interesting question for you, right? Freedom of speech is something that is absolutely fine, isn't it?
Should we blast your number out on the internet and take some calls?
No, freedom. No, you're not blasting my number out
to no one. Okay? Speakerphone would be fine.
What
Somebody's going to call us.
We are live online right now, right?
Yeah.
Are there things that we could say where something would happen tonight, like we'd get arrested, like like agents would just come in and just hook us away because of what we'd said?
Absolutely.
Is there something? What sort of stuff would you need to say?
I don't know. Let's not talk about it, mate, because that's just opening up a can of worms.
That does intrigue me. We are live right now. Something could come out of my mouth, which would mean that you'd see something come through that window right now and just hook me away.
I know, yeah.
That would be epic, though, would it?
Yeah, I know. No, nobody wants to know you've got Madeleine McCann in your basement, mate. Oh, shit. Sorry, man. Fuck. I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah, but even if I did, that wouldn't happen, would it?
No.
It wouldn't happen.
No, but we're not doing
People
anything
would be like, he's
illegal,
trying to get
mate.
publicity. Shut up, you cunt. Everybody knows she's dead. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, let's not get on to this.
Well, that's how it would be, though.
Yeah. I shouldn't have gone down the Madeleine McCann route there. I apologise.
How dare you?
Oh,
horrific.
crikey.
Horrific. Titty fucking Jose Levi. No, mate. Leviano.
Yeah. Fingers if you said bomb someone or something, which is seriously crazy. Yeah, there's no talk of that going on around here. No, absolutely not.
That is not us, right?
That's not us, mate. You've had a mare there, mate. The feds are going to bust in a minute. The feds. Yeah, not even the English police, mate.
Netflix.
Not even the English police. They're already on the supersonic jet from freaking New York right now.
The feds. You watch Netflix. Don't you?
The federales, mate. The federales. The feds.
Yes, fair enough. So how many people have we got watching though right now?
We've got 40 odd people at the moment tuned in live. We'll get a bunch more people coming in afterwards to listen to this, so thank you very much for doing that.
Most of these 40 people like to comment, don't they?
They do, yeah.
You guys ain't really listening that much. All you're doing is typing away. Is it not like
that's what we want. We want people interacting with us on here, don't we?
But will it save this live chat now?
No, this live chat's not being saved, mate. I can get it to save for the next time if I use software, broadcasting software, which I have used before and I will use again, mate. But this is just way easier, isn't it?
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
But I will 100% do that. Beata Thompson comments, here's one for you. Schmeichel, Van der Sar or De Gea. For me, it's an easy one. Schmeichel all the way. Best goalkeeper I've ever seen. He was an absolute commanding beast for Manchester United. Only like 6 seasons at the club or whatever it was, but very successful seasons. And just a complete beast. If I had to choose a goalkeeper for my all-time World 11, he's probably the one. If not him, then Buffon or Casillas. But yeah, I'd say Schmeichel's the best goalkeeper I've ever seen. David De Gea could be the best goalkeeper I've ever seen if he keeps this up for the remainder of his career, wins a couple of things. Then no doubt he could be. Edwin van der Sar, to me, will always be a complete legend. He was such a solid goalkeeper. But for me, even though, he won the Champions League with United, was very successful, just didn't have quite the command and presence as a Peter Schmeichel. Nobody comes close to Peter Schmeichel in my eyes. Such a freaking beast. Yeah, man. Who's your favourite goalkeeper of all time? Who did Spurs used to have in goal?
Keeper of all time.
Gomez! Freaking Gomez, was it? He was freaking absolutely shit. Paul Robinson. Spurs have had some shit keepers over the years. Ian Walker. Yeah, what an absolute calamity he was. Looked like a little skinny 17-year-old prick.
Ian Walker was alright.
He was the bug, mate. He was absolute bug.
He was alright, but we were mid-table back then, mate.
There you go. Mid-table players from mid-table side.
Alright, mate. Calm down, yeah? We got Hugo Lloris. France number one, mate.
He's the best goalkeeper you've had for years.
Goalkeeper.
He is the best goalkeeper
got a better keeper, but only because you got the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, well, we have got the best goalkeeper in the world, and that makes a huge difference. It means we can, have 33 shots conceded on our goal and still only concede 1. It means that David De Gea can make 14 saves and match a Premier League record in the game against Arsenal the other day, keep out all those shots and win us the game. That's the reason we won that game, Fair play to Mourinho, fair play we scored those goals on the counter. If not for David De Gea, Christ, we would have got battered in that game, wouldn't we? We would have. If you put Ian Walker or freaking Paul Robinson or even this man's freaking Hugo in goal there, I bet you Manchester United would have conceded more goals. Oh, he didn't like that,
Peter
did he?
Schmeichel.
Yeah,
well,
or
I
Peter
think you should have a son in there, you know what I mean? I mean,
Casper,
the trouble
yeah,
is...
you've gone over this before, mate.
The trouble is, obviously, he's too good, isn't he?
Casper
De Gea is too good.
Yes, he's too good.
Too good to be replaced.
But the bad thing about the De Gea situation is he is a Spaniard, and he could want to go back to either Atletico or maybe Real Madrid or something. He could want to do that. He's from there. Who's to say he doesn't just kick up a fuss and say, I want to go?
I've got a question for you, because you're boring me with this United shit. I know United fans are listening to this, but it bores me. Okay? What I want to know is, I'm out of beers. Right?
Oh, no.
Do you? And I'm going to ask this. I feel bad, because if it was just me and him, I'd feel scared. No, I wouldn't. But I'm going to ask you, do you have any more beers? And could I have one?
I think I've got a Strongbow berry cider in the fridge, mate.
Could I have that?
Go for it, mate. Yeah, you go for it.
Could you go get it for me?
Fuck yourself.
Why can't I have a bit of one-on-one time with my baby?
With your baby?
Actually, I don't know.
What's the matter with you?
I don't know, because I'm a father. I get confused. Got a love for this. Got a love for my child.
The Bobby G comments and says, Henry smashed.
I am.
I'm going to go get him another beer, actually. I wasn't going to. I don't like to do, things for other people, but I'm going to go do it. I'm going to get him
Bobby G Henry smashed.
because he might just get pissed out of his head and say something really fucked up in a bit.
Why can't I have a drink? Why can't I do it on the camera?
That's fine. No, there's nothing
This
wrong
is
with
actually
it.
risky. This is the first time that I've actually been a little bit, do you know what I mean, had a few beers or something, and I'm live with people watching me. That's a bit wrong. But there we go, he's gone, so it's just me right now. So I hope you're having a good night, whoever you are, and you're all commenting there. Please tell us what you're doing this evening. Please tell us where you're from. Let's keep it football related. Please tell us what you'd like us to talk about, because obviously we are struggling for topics. We're literally just about, I mean, the Bobby G, you were correct. I have had a few beers. So it's not professional broadcasting in that respect. Ease off the drink, Alk Namat. This is my last one, my friend there. So we're just going to keep it like that. Talk about smashing Sphinx Zoo.
Here I am with the Strongbow dark
here
fruit.
we go. I've heard about this. This is supposed
Do
to
you
be
know what,
quite
though?
nice.
I'm going to be honest with you. It's absolutely disgusting, mate, but you'll probably like it.
Well, I'll have it. Yeah, I'll have it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm getting smashed up.
You move over a bit, mate.
I am getting smashed. Stop saying he's off the drink, Ashley. Now that I've got my friend back here, like you, I'm going to drink more. Yeah.
Jose comments, Henry, will you be my cam girl tonight? Give him, if he has a couple more beers, he might just consider it.
Yeah, I'll get the tits out and everything. If the money's right.
Andrew Dobbins comments, did you see the Ngannou Overeem knockout? I did indeed, my friend. Holy shit, what an uppercut that was. Ngannou is one scary mofo. Have you seen that in the UFC? Francis Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem?
I don't really like my UFC.
Oh, come on, you used to be
All I
into
know
it,
about
mate.
UFC is Conor McGregor,
Oh.
and he got dicked in the boxing.
Why didn't give...
And I like the boxing.
He didn't really get dicked, did he?
He did. Basically, he did.
Well,
he did.
the referee didn't even let him get
He was never in
dicked.
the game. It was just
Well, yeah,
a showcase.
it was a dance,
wasn't
mate.
a boxing match.
Totally agree, it was a
There you
dance.
talk about it like it was.
It was a dance. But you should get into it. I've been into the UFC for about 10 years now.
It's alright, but it's basically just like hugging guys and stuff. I'm not into
fuck
that.
Conor McGregor and this new school of bollocks, you know what I mean?
Into
It's all
that.
about the old school. It's all about the old school. I'm talking Matt Hughes, GSP, freaking Anderson Silva back in the day, you know? None of this bullshit these days. No, it's pretty epic. But yeah, I mean, Conor McGregor, you know what's messed up is that some people only know the UFC for Conor McGregor, which is just wrong,
to
man.
Conor McGregor for
Yeah,
having
he's transcended the sport
that
there.
new
He has.
attention to.
Hey, what
the
about him and
UFC
Rita
is.
Ora, mate? Have you seen this?
I have read that.
What the fuck, man? At the Style Awards, Rita, close your legs, love. You're having a mare. She's tweeted out.
Why can't he have a go on her?
He can hang out with her. He's got a missus and kid at home, mate.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
Got a missus and a little newborn kid at home. Anyway, I'm not saying he's done out. But come on, Rita Ora, sort it out. Where's your tact, love? She's on there on Instagram, on Twitter.
So why is he not
she's
done
just,
out?
She's just sat with, hang on, she's just sat with Connor, snapped with Connor. What does she put on her caption? She could put anything, sat here with UFC, freaking
taken guy that I'm not trying to get on.
Here with the lightweight champion. No, exactly. She puts date night. She wrote date night, mate. What are you doing, Rita? Close your legs, love. Come on, Michael. Cheryl Sullendays, the American gangster. 100%.
You can't just blame her in this one. That's so not PC of you at all, is it? So it's all her fault. Do you know what I mean? He could do what he wants. He could cheat. Do you know what I mean? Fuck it.
I'm not saying it's her fault, but
basically the approach that you are taking on this.
I'm not. Do you know why I'm taking that approach? You know why I'm taking that approach? Think if it's the other way around. If he's tweeted out with a picture of Rita and she's in a relationship with somebody, and he's put on there freaking Netflix and chill. Do you know what I mean? Like with a little tweet with her, come on, you can't do that, can you? He says, but it has got people talking about it. It is press. I think maybe they just said, she's gone, hi, do you mind if I put date night with this picture? It'll cause a freaking furore. And then, your missus won't mind, you just tell her it was a bit of bants. And then everybody's talking about them. It makes sense, doesn't it?
Who cares about this shit anyway? I don't get off on that shite. I don't.
What do you get off on, mate? This is your opportunity.
That's for me to know.
This is your opportunity to tell the world.
That's for me to know and Jose Liviano to find out. What did you say? K1 was better than UFC. I don't even know what K1 is. I've never been into this
kickboxing Grand Prix, man.
Stuff.
No, I used to like K1, but it's just not as good as the UFC in terms of quality, But in terms of just like freak show fights and stuff, like Ho-Man Choi and stuff like that against a midget. Unbelievable. It's never going to be another organisation like that. And similar with Pride. Pride back in the day was absolutely epic. All these crazy fights over in Japan. It's just not going to be the same. There's too many regulations and rules in charge. What are you doing with the Strongbow?
Needs to pay me for this. I deserve money for this. So I am trying.
I deserve money for the can.
The first time,
me a quid, mate.
I've never tried one of these, right? I obviously know what Strongbow is. I've drunk cider, right? I'm more of a beer man, but I know what Strongbow is, okay? This is a Strongbow dark fruit. It's got the purple kind of, look
Hue.
to it. It's kind of quite cute. It's kind of trying to be a little bit manly with the purple there. I don't know what it's trying to do. It's not a girly can, is it?
I don't know. I think it's a girly can, mate.
Well, maybe it's a girly
Considering
can.
That was purchased by a girl. That was purchased by a girl.
It is quite girly, okay? But I've seen this a lot. I've never gone for one of these weird fruity Strongbows or something. Anyway, fruity cider for me is like a Copperberg.
I don't like it, mate.
Or a Magnus or something.
Is way nicer than that.
Pear cider and shit.
Copperberg's way nicer than that, mate.
Just stop this.
Let's just stop this pantomime, mate. Can you open the can?
Shit? What is dark fruit? What is the definition of dark fruit though? What blackberry is it? Blackcurrant? Blackcurrant and blackberry juices and flavours. What flavours? And pussy flavours? I doubt it. Right, so let's open this.
I don't know if you should have that, mate. To be fair, give us your opinion on it because I tasted it.
I like the click of the can.
I tasted it and I thought it tasted like pure
smell it.
Butt fruit. To be honest with you, not very nice.
Fruit of the butt.
Yeah, that's right.
We've got text coming through. I ain't reading them. Don't worry.
Alright, it's the missus there.
It actually smells quite nice, but it smells too fruity for an alcoholic drink. Do you know what I mean? If I was out on a night, down the pub like I do,
Because he's a geezer! He's a bloke!
I'm a proper geezer, right?
Goes down a boozer!
But that doesn't smell like the sort of manly drink I'm going to open my fucking drinking ceremony on.
It's not, no. That is a fruit-based drink for the ladies, if I ever have seen one, that one. Isn't it?
But it smelled fruity. Obviously, I'm drinking it. It tastes fruity. It tastes like this weird kind of fruity drink that ain't quite a tango.
It's not nice, is it?
It ain't a tango.
It's not nice. Strongbow, sort your shit out.
But do you know, tango came to the mind. Do you know why? It's apple-based, isn't it? Very much so. It's like a dirt tango. Like a dirt alcohol.
How are you getting that?
That's what it is.
It's more like
I've worked it out.
It's more like a dirt Ribena.
No.
It's got blackcurrant.
Fuck off that.
It's blackcurrant. It's the prominent flavour you're tasting.
It's a tango with a bit of blackcurrant in there, and it just tastes a bit gone off and alcoholic. That's what it is, mate.
Well, that's basically what it is. It's not the best. It's not the best beverage going. But
it tastes like exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
It does. It really does.
I don't like it. But it's alcoholic, and it tastes okay. It's palatable, isn't it? Let's have a smell. Yeah, no, I don't like that at all, mate.
It smells like a gone-off tango, doesn't it?
And it tastes this like some sort of, cough mixture or something, mate. It's pure filth. Strongbow, I was going to accept your payment for sponsorship, but I've decided based on your shoddy product, I can't
So
do
am
it.
I good on this after four cans of Holston pills?
You're going to be a little bit
Cider on
tipsy.
top of that. It shouldn't mix
No, that's
fruit
fine.
with grain. Isn't it? Grape with grain,
fine.
that's what people say.
No, it's wine and beer you shouldn't mix.
So cider and beer's fine, like snake bite's fine.
I reckon that's fine, mate. Yeah, people have that.
Don't know
all the
about
time.
that, mate. I'm sure I had a bad
cider and
night
beer's
on that at some point. I'm sure.
Carl
Henry
Michael said
for the
it's-
England job. Yes, Sir Mill 7. Yes, and you can be my assistant. Yeah?
You just got to bring him like 6 beers every day.
He'll do better than Hodgson anyway.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
That's true. What about Southgate? What about... What about Allardyce?
This guy's freaking shot away, isn't he?
He had the job briefly, didn't he? Is it a shame? It is a shame, isn't it? It is a shame that Big Sam is not England boss. You know, Southgate... Do you know what really fucks me off about Southgate? Is he hasn't really done it. He hasn't really put a foot wrong too much. He's done okay.
But
And
what
he's
has he
there.
done, though?
We're in the World Cup, and it's kind of like everybody's got to say, "Oh, let's get behind him. Let's do well." But I don't know. I don't know. He is not Mel Gibson in Braveheart, is he? He is not that guy that you could just get behind. Freedom! He isn't that kind of guy. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
no,
what
he's
fucks
not.
me off about
He's
him.
not at all, mate. He's not even a Robert the Bruce. You know, he's nowhere. What is
You know,
Gareth
get
Southgate?
Moisey in.
Just imagine this, though. You'll go into battle, yeah, against the Scots or whoever, yeah? Gareth Southgate's in charge. What does he do? Right, boys, what we've got to do now is we've got to go out there.
Give them
we've gotta
one
give
of
it
the ladies. Let's avoid the
110%.
battle.
Got to give it 110%. Go for their hearts, boys. Let's see if we can win. That's all we can do.
Let's
It's not
watch
about
this
It's
team.
not about the winning. It's about the taking part.
It's about the evolving. We're going to evolve this team. Do you know what, right? Some cunt, right, from the FIFA, not FIFA, from the FA, right, Glenn something. It was either something Glenn or Glenn something. It was either his first name or his surname, cunt, whatever it is, okay?
Oh, crikey.
Right? No, but it pisses me off. It really pisses me off, because he basically come out and said, even if Southgate loses every single game, right, loses to Tunisia, loses to Panama, right, we're going to move on to the Euros, right?
Yeah.
And lose to Belgium,
The
right?
World
If we
Cup.
lose every game, he will still have the job.
I-
Are you kidding me? Do you know what I mean? That is, I was almost had a heart attack in the car, mate. Do you know what I mean? I was like, hey, what you want about? Kill that cunt. You know, that is unacceptable. No, I'm joking. Don't kill him. But I was that emotionally distraught about it. I was. Were you?
I
No.
was pissed off about it. I thought, hang on, so you were telling me you can go there. Fair enough, lose to Belgium. Who gives a shit about that? If you lose to Belgium, they're a good team. But if you're going to lose to Panama and then lose to Tunisia and
You
still
know, we're
keep your
going
job.
to use this World Cup as some kind of staging
I
point.
know.
It's like, what are you on about? It's the World Cup! I don't know how it's World Cup! We're playing the fucking World Cup for staging crap! Fuck off, mate!
I shouldn't have given him. I should not have given him the strongbow.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me know in the comment section if you think we should stop Henry from drinking any more, or we should make him drink more. Get your thoughts and opinions in, because I want to know what you guys want us to do here. But
Oh, don't use me as some kind of... No, mate, I'm still on level with you in terms of talking sense here. I'm talking sense. Do you know what I mean? You shut your mouth right now, mate.
okay, let's answer this question here then from Alk Mammoot, who comments and says, "Who is the best current English manager?" Oh,
English manager in
I'm
Premier
gonna say-
League,
I'm
in
gonna
any
say-
league, I guess.
I'm going to say Eddie Howe. I'm going to say Eddie Howe. You know why? Because he's one of the youngest. He's got Bournemouth up from League friggin' 1 to the Championship, won the Championship, to the Premier League, kept them in the Premier League for 3 years. Had him in the ready
Not
zone a
being
bit.
funny, right? Not being funny.
But
But
hang
would you
on.
not say Sean Dyche, mate? Would you
Fuck
not say Sean Dyche, mate?
Fuck Sean Dyche.
Would you not say
no,
Sean
I'm not saying
Dyche?
Sean Dyche.
Ah.
Has he ever taken a tiny provincial town from the depths of League 2 to the Premier League? Has he ever done that and kept them there for 3 seasons in a row? Has he ever done that? And he's still, what, like 40? The guy's going to be future England manager one day. In my opinion, he is one of the best England managers, if not the best. You know, there's some other good ones. I think Allardyce is good, you know. But I think in terms of playing nice football, in terms of progressive football, you can't get much better than Eddie Howe. He does a good job with very average players, you know. Bournemouth have got a bunch of average players. And he will, in my opinion, keep them up again this season, you know. So I think he deserves a shot. Yeah, people commenting here saying Big Sam. Kelvin says Big Sam. Alk says Big Sam. Fingers 998 says Allardyce. They're all saying frickin' Big Sam, aren't they? But come on. Eddie Howe's achievements in the game.
Kelvin Okora says Big Sam. 3 big smiley faces there as well.
He says, you know, you can't discount what Eddie Howe's done anyway. But yeah, Big Sam, of course, he always keeps teams up. He always does well. I think he'll have a real success at Everton. You know, he's got a big club there.
Do you know the appointment that I'd love to see? I'd love to see, for example, okay,
you at Spurs?
I don't have an issue with Zidane, okay? But if Real Madrid was saying, right, we're going to part company with Zidane, it ain't working, and we're getting Big Sam in, that is when it's kind of like, right, let's see what you could do with this Big Sam, innit? I'd love to see a manager like that put into that position. You know?
Never going to happen.
And in the same respect, it's kind of like, right, Guardiola, let's pluck you from Man City and let's just sit you with Sunderland right now. You know? Do you know what I mean? I'd love to see that, wouldn't it? Let's see them credentials then.
Totally agree, mate. Yeah. I think Pep Guardiola, without the millions and millions of pounds to spend on the already ridiculously world-class squad that he inherited, would he actually be able to do anything? He's inherited that Barcelona side with Messi and Xavi and Iniesta in it. Unbelievable. A freaking 2-year-old turd on a string could manage that team to success, yeah? Now, then you've got Bayern Munich. He's gone over there. Ribéry, Robben, you know, Lewandowski. All these quality players and shitloads of money again to spend there. Goes there. Successful, right? Yeah. Then comes to City. He's got Aguero. He's got Torre, Company, all those players. Torre don't even get the bloody side because he's got so many top quality players. And then he just goes up there and spends millions upon millions. If he actually went to Sunderland, what would he do? What would Pep Guardiola do? Would he be any better than a David Moyes? I don't think that he necessarily would.
I think he'd really struggle. I genuinely think that. I just don't think it's the sort of environment that he's ever been used to.
But do you know what it is, though? Do you know what it is, though, Henry? It takes me back to the Ryan Giggs argument. That Ryan Giggs has the knowledge of a top-quality professional footballer, doesn't get the job opportunities. He can't go down the lower leagues and be able to impart that wisdom because he cannot relate to these players who are shit. He cannot relate to the players who are shit. Pep Guardiola can't relate to Sunderland. He can't relate to these players. He was a top-quality player himself. He relates to the Barcelonas. He relates to the Cities, the Bayern Munichs. That's what he relates to. He can't go and manage Sunderland.
The trouble is, these jobs just ain't going. Giggsy has to take something that ain't quite up there. It's like, he's just such a fucking dickhead. It's kind of like, Leicester needed a manager, someone else needed a manager. It's like, I'm up for both. You know, Everton, Leicester, whatever you want, I'll do it. It's like, shut up, Giggsy. Just take a job down there for a year. Show that you can manage.
I disagree. I think he deserves a decent job in the Premier League. Not a great job, but a Swansea or something. A fucking Swansea or something.
Pisses me off. You just think just because he was a good player and because he wants to be a manager, then he should just land a top job. No!
Not a top job, a top-tier job.
You've got managers out there that have never played.
Sean freaking Dyche! What are you doing, Sean?
How's he managers? They are the proper managers out there, not these players that just want to go manage. I respect that. I don't have a problem with that, but you cannot just shepherd them straight in like that. You can't.
Can you not? What about Zidane? Zidane was a top quality player, gets straight in there at Real Madrid.
Okay.
He didn't go and manage frickin' some shit Liga frickin' Adelante team, did he? No. He went straight in there. What about Pep at City? Straight in there. Your argument doesn't hold water, mate. You do.
Pep at City. What do you mean Pep at City went straight in there?
Pep at Barcelona, the city of Barcelona. You know, that's what I meant, mate. The city of Barcelona.
Yeah, well, the Spaniards just don't give a fuck, do they? I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Hang on, let's just read a couple of these comments here. It's an interesting point here. Jose Luviano says, make him take a shot through the bunghole. Oh, shit.
I read that one like 10 minutes ago.
I know, that's not going to happen,
I thought at the time, not worth reading, and then you read it 10 minutes later.
Bjorn Thompson, give him another drink. He cracks me up when he's plastered. A couple of other people saying...
Where's your donation?
Drink some more. Zoinks is coming, absolutely have another beer or cider. I'll join you. Get in there, Zoinks. What are you drinking? Get your thoughts and opinions in below. Let me know.
I feel like this Pigcast has gone too AWOL. It's too all over the place. We need to be talking.
That's what happens with a Pigcast, though.
We need to be talking Euros.
This isn't Match of the Day. This isn't Talk Sport. We talk about anything, mate. How many topics have we covered tonight?
From A to B to Omega to Ozega. Isn't it?
From Omega to Ozega. That's what it does, mate. Yeah.
I don't like it. It's not. My brain cannot keep up with it.
No, well, maybe we should wrap it up soon. But Philip Lomax.
Oh, so you're throwing the towel in, are you, like a man?
I'm thinking maybe
what you are.
Thinking maybe there's a possible fatty we could be smoking, mate.
Oh, you said it. He said it.
No.
He said it.
No, I didn't say anything. But anyway.
He said it.
Philip Lomax, down in one. Down in one.
No.
Come on, Henry, down in one. Down in one.
I love the way that whatever happens, it's only you just saying that.
Well,
even if everyone out there is doing it, it's
I'm
like...
going to down this in one.
Down and everything in one. Henry's can smashed, might as well wrap it up. Mate, Sphinx Zoo, you can't even type properly because that doesn't even make sense. It doesn't make sense.
He's saying you're effing smashed, mate. So it's not going to... It's not going to make sense carrying on. Josh Barnes, go on, lads.
What I want is a phone in. Can we do a phone in now? Can we do a phone in?
We can't really, mate, unless we give one of our actual personal numbers out.
I mean, how dangerous is that?
That's not a good idea, is it?
So
somebody's going to have Henry Hotspur's number.
What about if someone gives us their number? We can do that?
Well, you could withhold, yeah, but they're not going to want to put their numbers out here.
Okay, if someone out there, we're going to do our first live call. I'm up for this, right?
But it could be just some dodgy number that charges you like £1.50 a minute.
No, but I doubt it. I doubt it. We got 41 listeners. Are you saying one of them's going to be some kind of scam cunt? I don't think so. So, you know, on Skype, people are suggesting Skype.
No, it's too difficult to set up now. If
someone gives me a number, I will phone it off my phone. I'll withhold it, so you don't get Henry Hotspur's number because that costs something, right? And we'll have a conversation. So please,
I think
someone will.
Wait, hang on, this is opening up. This is opening up a can of worms, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake, mate! It's not funny, is it, mate? It is funny. It's a little fucking cup over the floor.
Sorry, mate. It should be on the floor. Should not be on the floor.
What you're opening up to?
Has someone got a number out there?
Oh shit! Here's one here, mate. Here's one here, mate. Yeah, but this could be anybody's number. You could just be like, let's just give my nan's number to somebody.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
I don't reckon. I'm up. Are we not doing this?
Phone him, mate. Phone him.
We're doing this.
Phone him.
This, right.
Alk Mahmood's getting a friggin' phone call now.
Okay, so Mahmood was the first.
You're gonna have to put it on speakerphone. You're going to have to put it on speakerphone.
And we're going to ask him what he wants to talk about, and then we will both respond to what he wants to talk about.
And Zoink says, is it a prostitute line? Yeah, that's the problem.
If I hang up, it's only exactly the same as what they do on TalkSport, isn't it? It's like, fuck off, do you know what I mean? You know, you get to talk and that's it, yeah?
Yeah, 07551.
Well, wait, so don't read your
number.
I
better not read your number out, actually,
what do I do? 141 first, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, show me the number. Where's the number?
There it is.
Is that it? Do I need to do an O?
Yeah. You need to do an O, mate, yeah.
I mean, this is kind of special right now.
You've got to put it on speaker and hold it quite near.
You're going
to have to hold it near the phone, mate.
We're going to ask...
Oh, you twat! Are you taking the piss?
Serious, mate?
Wait, put it in again.
Let me double check it.
Put it in again.
Because that pisses me right off. Glasgow. 141 Oh, let's have it.
That's the correct one you've put in there. Somebody's having us on here. Is it because you did the 141, mate?
Or maybe I don't do the O, do I? Or do I do the O?
Go to your settings and just put withhold your number.
Can you do it? Because you're better with this sort of thing than me.
Well, you keep the show on the road anyway when I do this, mate.
So basically, I just feel like we haven't talked at all about what I wanted to talk about tonight. And it's probably my fault because I've been drinking. You know? That's the problem, isn't it? I've got an issue. No,
right,
I haven't. Anyway,
show my caller ID.
Right, put that on.
Right,
no.
It's off, mate. It's off. Right, now you can just phone his number as per normal right there.
Are you sure?
100%.
This guy ain't going to be harassing me or nothing, like, you know.
No.
Right, where is it?
There it is. I hope this is a real number because we've tried to find it once.
So I can just do it like this then,
yes, you can. It's not going to bring up your number, so you've got to put it on speaker and you've got to hold it up.
Right, it's dialing.
Put it on speaker. Oh, for fuck's sake! Are you winding us up?
Let me down.
Of course he's not going to put his real number on there.
Kelvin Akora says 999. Haha, you're funny.
Is that definitely the right number you phoned there, mate?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Come on, let's have a look here.
Check.
Let's have a look here.
Please do check.
Oh, you're just winding us up, aren't you, Al? You ain't got the bottle, son. You haven't got the bottle. Who would put their number out there, though? That's the thing.
Let me down. Definitely let me down.
Come on. One of these people are tuning in right now. There's 41 of you mugs. Come on, somebody give us your fucking number. He says it's his number, but it's not working.
It's not working, mate. Right, let me try it again.
Maybe
right?
just
let
go
me,
up,
just
tell
get
us
it up,
if you've
because
got it
I am
wrong.
pissed, right? But let me just check it.
It's definitely it, mate. It's definitely it.
That is it, isn't it? Right, I'm calling it.
Get on speaker.
Mammut. I'm calling it.
Please check the number and try again.
Oh, hang on.
Please check the number.
Wait. I'm sorry, Alk. If that was a genuine number, you've had a mare, though, son. Pay your bill. Pay your bill. But David Westland's commented.
Westland's up for it.
David
right?
Westland's
let's
in the
try
house.
this guy, right? So I can just dial his number.
Yes,
I don't have
that's
to put any
right.
funny code or nothing.
That's right. This could go horrendously wrong, by the way. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Henry's phoning a porn line right now, probably. Right, David, we're phoning you, pal.
Number has not been connected.
Wait a sec.
What? What's
You
going
put
on?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You ain't giving us enough numbers, Weston. You screwed me there. So I put in 10 digits, and 10 digits is not a phone number, is it, mate? 8.
We should probably say that only UK numbers are going to get called at this stage. So if there's a foreign number, then
Basically,
it's just not gonna...
no C-U-N-T out there. I don't even want to say it anymore. No C-U-N-T out there is going to give us a proper number. It's kind of pissing me off. It's almost like, I can't be bothered with this no more, this show. Do you know what I mean? Someone out there surely wants to do the first...
That's right, the first
phone-in,
ever
the first
phone-in.
conversation to actually talk about what you C-U-N-Ts out there want to talk about. Because... You know, we're talking cod shit tonight, and it's like, we want to talk football. I would love to talk some proper football with you, so please, let's do it. I need to go and alleviate myself
Again?
one more time.
Are you serious?
I am.
That's pretty intense. That's pretty intense.
Can you use can we use your phone, yeah?
We're streaming on my phone. But, yeah, High Commenter says, who would put the number out online? That's 100% true. What blatantly nobody would do that, would they? You know, well, how about this? Why doesn't somebody tweet me? Yeah? Tweet me. No. Not tweet me, sorry. Direct message me on Twitter, yeah? Direct message me on Twitter with your phone number, and so they can see you're a real person as well, with your name and everything. And then we will phone you up and have a quick chat with you. Why wouldn't we do that, you know? David Weston says, I did, but I'm from Sweden, mate. Oh, no! That's the only problem. That's the obstacle we're going to come up against. Is people from all over the gaff calling in or wanting to call, which we're not going to be able to do, you know. Henry's got a restriction on his phone. He can only phone numbers in the UK, evidently. So, you know, bit of an issue. We didn't have the...
What are you being so PC about it?
We didn't have the dialing code, you know, so...
I ain't doing no international calls.
Fingers998 says, I'm from Australia. You see, that's the thing. We've got a very cosmopolitan global audience tuning into this channel, you know. It's not just about the UK lads.
That's what it is.
Eh?
He's loving the Ashes.
He's watching the Ashes, yeah. Fingers998 from the Ashes. Of course he is. You know why? Because it's one of only 2 things that Australia is any good at. Oh, that's just right. I said it. Well, yeah, big shame anyway, but I'm going to we're going to wrap this up soon, but it would be nice to get just one phone call, so I am going to go to my Twitter.
I want to end this evening on a phone call, just so we can bring the show back to where it should be.
Right, yeah.
Talking about a sporting topic, you know?
Yeah.
That first phone call, I'd like to find it in the human nature of your hearts right there, that we talk about something sporting, but it'd probably be, the first phone call would probably be like, you know...
Yeah.
Something obscene or something, not football related. I want it to be football related.
It's going to have to be a UK number. That's the only issue. You know, we could easily phone somebody right now if we had Skype.
Why can't we do Skype?
Because it's just I haven't got even Skype on this computer, mate, and it's like I have to download. I can't remember my password and stuff. It's too much of a fact.
It's not going to work, is it? Basically,
it's
right
not going to work
at this moment in time. That is not going to happen.
But if anybody wants to tweet me at Mr. Flying PhD in the direct messages, you know, then with your phone number. And maybe even what you want to talk about, then we'll certainly give you a bell. Who is going to be the first person here? We've got another phone number come through here, but unfortunately it looks like...
Is Rincon on?
No, he's not. No, but he's in America anyway, mate.
He's always on.
Oh, he's phoning you back, mate. This is ominous.
It's not. It's probably Mrs.
It's his missus. It's his missus. I was going to say shit. Maybe that didn't work properly, but there you go. Just going to ignore?
Well, I better just answer.
Oh, he's in trouble! He's in trouble!
Hello?
Right, He's gone out the room there. He's talking to his missus there. You know, she's probably phoning saying, it's 11:15. What are you doing? Not back home yet. This is obscene. You know, get home. So I think that's actually, yeah, I just heard him cry. So he did indeed. But doghouse, yeah, Phyllis Lomax says he's in the doghouse. Got to talk to the boss. Come on, lads and lasses. Who is going to send me a DM on Twitter? That's all you got to do. Or just, if I don't know if you can DM me without actually following me or me following you, but I think you can. So do that. Give us a she's fighting for divorce. Oh, that's a great comment. No sex for a week. He's getting an earful. Big time. That's what's going on right now. So he's out the room right now getting an earful. But come on. I still haven't had a DM yet. Somebody get the nuts out on the platter here. Give us a bell. You're going to talk to me and Henry. I've had a couple of beers. Henry's had multiple beers. It's going to be entertaining, isn't it? All you've got to do is man up, get your number out there in the public domain, and then you're going to speak to either one or both of us two legends sat right here. So come on.
Legends? What's he on about? What
are you okay, mate? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm actually fine, mate. Yeah. So we're going to have to wrap this up. No, I'm joking, mate. I'm joking. It's fine, mate.
Everything's all good, yeah?
No problemo.
No problemo.
No problemo.
Okay, so... Yeah.
So has anyone given us their
number? No, they haven't, mate. Nobody gives a shit.
Absolutely.
There's only 30-odd people watching right now. It's a letdown.
Oh, we've had people drop out then, because we had 40-something out there.
Oh, no, yeah. People don't care anymore, Henry. They're going, oh, we could just... Who wants to speak to these bunch of mugs? These pissed-up losers. Who wants to talk to them? That's what's going on here.
I think we've gone too far away from the football. It's just turned into just... Anyone could do this. Anyone could just have a drink and
just chat shit.
And chat shit.
Yeah.
And people are getting bored.
Yeah. Let's read a couple of comments here then. Don't try to keep up with the pig. He's got at least 100 pounds on you. I think I do. How much do you weigh, Hen?
I don't know. I cannot remember the last time I put myself on a pair of scales.
Is that what it is? A pair of scales?
Or whatever it is.
Are you talking about those proper old school ones that go up like this?
I'm a Libra.
Do you know what?
That's what I call them.
Fingers comments have said this video is entertaining as fuck. Thank you very much, pal, for tuning in and joining us.
Fingers something your life is must be shit. No, I'm joking. That's harsh.
Sue Mill says
I think it's harsh.
I think it's just a case that everyone here is non-British. I think you might be right, but there's a lot of Davids and Kelvins and stuff like that knocking about the place.
Zoinxes.
Yeah, you'd think there'd be some British people in there, but yeah, I think next time this was badly planned out. This wasn't even planned for. This is
I'm just getting drunk now. I just said someone's life shit in that. I didn't mean that.
Did you?
I did not mean that.
Did you say that?
Because he's.
What a horrible person! What a horrible thing to say!
He said that we're great, and then I said that your life was shit. That's harsh,
That's horrible, mate.
That's horrible.
This life must be awesome because it's been enriched by us.
Well, I guess so. So I feel bad.
But anyway, no, we didn't think this through. We didn't plan on making phone calls at the start of this video, but it would be nice to. But next time what we're going to do is we are going to get the Skype thing set up. We're going to get the text box on the actual video about here, so you'll be able to see, people's comments, and they'll stick around forever after we've actually published the videos as well. So that's going to make a difference to this channel. We're going to, what should we call it? Call the pig and hotters? Call the pig and hotters?
The pig and the hen?
The pig and the hen, I like that one, yeah.
The pig and the hen.
Call the pig and the hen. That's a good one. So, Hamadul Islam comments, love your show, thank you very much. Michael Van Gerwen comments, Henry getting a bit emotional. Hamadul comments, hello from Melbourne, thank you very much. Felix, drunk plan, good enough.
I think it's very dangerous that I'm just sat here and I've been drinking and I'm live on camera. That is dangerous.
Oh, here we go.
No proper broadcaster out there would do that, would they?
No.
They wouldn't.
But are you saying you're a proper broadcaster?
Well,
We're not proper broadcasters. We're on a YouTube channel with 18,000 subscribers.
Up with anything right now,
Yeah, you could. You're not going to, though, mate. You've only had 5 beers.
Sure, but I've already said
That's nothing.
I've already said things that I feel bad about already, that's why I'm sat here quite quiet now. I feel bad.
Oh, really?
Maybe that guy that said I'm getting emotional was right. Because I was getting emotional about, things that I've said that I thought, actually I shouldn't have said that. That's the truth of it.
You can't live your life like that, my friend. You just got to stick by your guns, Whatever you say it if you mean it. Don't say it if you don't mean it.
Because I don't have time, because you talk too much. You know?
I think we both know that's not true, mate. I think you've definitely dominated the phone call with your drunk chatter tonight, man.
There ain't been no phone call.
You know what I mean? If there was a phone call, you'd be fucking dominating that.
I just don't think we talked enough about football.
It doesn't matter. I don't know if people are necessarily in here to hear us talking about football. You know, we've talked a bit about football. There's only so much we can talk about football. Spurs won tonight 3-0. Liverpool won 7-0. That's basically it. You know, City lost. Man United won yesterday. What else do you want to know? What else do you want to know out there?
It sounds so mundane.
You know, it's mundane.
It sounds so mundane.
So yeah, there's so much other stuff we can talk about.
Okay, so you know, it's the World Cup next year, right?
Oh, that's the World Cup next year.
Where do you expect England to finish?
I expect England to get out of the group because it's an easy group. If we don't get out of that, then all the lads want castrating, quite frankly. They should be herded through the streets, bollockless, quite frankly, if they don't get out of that group.
Needs to put the
paper bag on his head.
Paper bag back
No
on.
Pizza Hut endorsements for him this time around, just straight to the freaking gallows. If England don't get out of the group, straight to the gallows you go. But if that doesn't happen, I think England, realistically, we should get out of the group. And then it really depends who you come up against. But probably what I'm imagining is going to go down is we're going to get knocked out in the first round after the group. Like we did last time against Iceland. That's what I see happening.
You think we're not going to make it through the group stages, sorry?
Yeah. I think we're going to get out of the group and then fall at the next hurdle. That's what I think.
Whoever it is. Do you think we'll finish first or second in the group?
I don't think
to Belgium.
I think we're gonna finish second in the group.
Okay, so you think Belgium are better than us, basically?
Belgium are a better side individually than us. They've got Roberto Martinez in charge, you know, and who did okay when he was in the Premier League with Everton.
And Belgium have got silly players, haven't they?
Silly.
De Bruyne.
Hazard.
Hazard. Like basically all the
Company.
best. I'm not being funny, right? I'm not being funny, but basically, like most of the best players in the Premier League are from fucking Belgium,
a lot of Premier League players in the Belgian side. Yeah, De Bruyne.
Vertonghen, Alderweireld, like the top best defenders. Since Alderweireld's been injured, let's talk about Toby. He's been out, he's been injured, and Spurs are shit right now without him. Very much so. I got his haircut and everything. I'm trying to do it. People have said it's the Kim Jong-un. I was going for the Toby Alderweireld, and now he's injured.
Oh dear.
People must think. Don't know what people think about my haircut when I'm walking around now.
Tarek comments, as a Belgian, I can tell you...
Oh, Tarek's a Belgian.
I can tell you we are far better collectively than during the Euros.
Good.
Yeah, I think you were very disappointed in the Euros.
Tarek, right, you had a shit manager last time round, some prick. I don't even know, please tell me who it was, but he was, you know, I didn't hear good things about that guy. I read a little bit about him. I did do some research on that guy, and he was just kind of like, he's just a failure, right? Now you've got someone I know, Martinez, who I know is passionate about the game. He wants to get the best out of Belgium, and I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
So anyway, how long are you keeping me on this? Are you just trying to get me drunk?
Yeah, we're just getting you drunk.
You're trying to make me verbally
expose yourself.
Expose me.
Go on, expose yourself. Get your knob out. Let's just get your knob out, and then we'll finish the fucking game.
Is this really what this show's about? Are we really, you know?
Right, fair enough. Should we wrap it up there then?
Well, we need to finish on a high note.
Let's finish on a high. You come up with it.
I usually do.
Yeah, you do, don't you?
Oh no, I was thinking I might finish on poisonous nuts comment, and then I thought actually not, you prick. So kiss, no.
You've got to at least say the comments so people can understand what you're talking about.
I'm shocked.
Anyway,
I'm shocked. I don't think we should read these comments.
Listen, Henry's had a couple of beers. Okay, he's not usually this lit, but I'm personally liking it. I'm liking it. I think it's a new side to Henry. You know,
is this a better Henry Hotspur? Is it? Is it?
Maybe.
It's not.
Maybe.
No, it's not.
Anyway, we're going to wrap it up there, but thank you ever so much for everybody who's tuned in and got involved in the comments. Next time around, we will be taking some phone calls, damn it. We will be. All the bottlers who put their numbers in tonight or who are overseas, unfortunately, we couldn't speak to, so it's a huge shame. But we do want to speak to people, so we'll do a proper Skype phone-in video chat soon. We'll call it The Pig and the Hen. Call us live or something like that. Maybe a catchier name than that.
I think you are just avoiding the big thing right now, which is City United
We want to talk about that now, do we?
Well, surely that's probably what
Anything can happen.
Probably.
Anything can happen.
The funny thing is, that's probably what people want to listen about, and we have avoided the subject from when we started, which is probably about 5 hours ago until now.
What I'd say is City are absolutely flying high at the moment, aren't they? It will take a very, very good side indeed to take anything away from City. They're winning games.
What, like Shakhtar Donetsk?
Bit of a different situation. They'd already got the group wrapped up there, you know. Probably played a weakened side.
Yeah, so City just thought, fuck it, we'll lose this one.
Well, let's have a look at the side that they
sort
played.
Of record.
Let's have a look at the side that they played. So I bet it was a weakened side. Rested them for the Manchester derby. It's a much-changed City who already secured top spot in Group F. Fell behind. Of course it was a much-changed City because they're saving themselves for the Manchester derby. Come on, use your noggin, pal. They don't give a shit about this game.
Yeah, but they lost it. That ain't going to carry on well into the next game.
It's not, but it's a totally different group of players who'll be playing against United in that game. So, you know, anyway, City are going to be really dominant in terms of possession. United are going to have to do a great job on the counter. When we get the ball, we're going to have to move it quickly. We're going to have to get it to the likes of Martial, the likes of Lukaku, and they're going to have to make it count up there. That is how we come out the game with anything. Other than that, I don't see how United can really dominate City. I don't see how we can win 3-0. I think City, if we're going to win, it's going to be by nicking a goal and defending like lions. If City win, I think they could cut us open, score a few goals. Unfortunately, that's the long and short of it. City are a very good footballing side at the moment. They're on the ascendancy, aren't they? They're looking good for the Premier League trophy. But this is our chance. And it's just one chance for United to go there, leave nothing in the locker, and batter those noisy neighbours. Beat those noisy neighbours. Take all the momentum out the City train. Shine Pep Guardiola's big, bold, shiny head and say, piss off back to the doldrums, you freaking Spaniard. That is what's potentially on the cards here. It's a huge game. If we lose it, we don't win the Premier League trophy. If we win it, we might win the Premier League trophy. It gives us that boost. It gives us that belief. It maybe sends City on that momentum downward spiral that they desperately need. Anything can happen in football. But I just hope the United put in a good performance and hopefully we win the game. Come on, United. There we go. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and joining us on this Pigcast podcast. Do us a favour. Smash a freaking huge like on this video and also give it a share on social media if you enjoyed watching along and any of the topics discussed.
We just talked shit tonight. We have.
We?
We have.
We? Don't tell me with that brash sunshine. Anyway, yeah, get your thoughts and opinions in after this video's been published on YouTube in a few minutes. That'll be published. You can come back, get your opinions in so they stick around permanently. Henry will be able to read them. I'll be able to read them. We'll interact with you guys. So will everyone else. So make sure you come back and do that. Also, follow me on social media on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, all at Mr. Flying Pig HD. You can check Henry out on Twitter at Henry_Hotspur. Doesn't actually go on there, but probably should. So go and give him a follow. He won't follow you back. But there you go. And thank you ever so much for tuning in and watching. Got anything to say?
I will definitely not follow you back. But please do whatever he said. Because then you get him to do.
I don't know, but we're going to get you some raw coffee now, mate. We're going to get you some raw fucking
coffee.
Don't
like coffee, makes you feel sick, mate.
Right, thank you ever so much for tuning in. This is The Pig. He's been Henry Hotspur. Have a good one. Come on, United, in that Manchester derby. We've got to shine that prick's head. We'll see you soon.
Where's them comments gone?
I fucked them off, mate. What do you care about the comments when I'm wrapping up the video? Stop interrupting me, mate. Come on, end of the video. You can see that coming, and then what have you done? You've ruined the end now. It's all just pants. Bit of pants anyway. Take it easy. Have a good one. Come on, United. Anything else to say at the end here, mate?
I just think it's got to that stage where I have had too much to drink. I just can't handle this anymore. Switch me off.
I think you might be right. All right, take it easy.
Switch me off.
I can't switch you off, mate.
Switching me off.